All right. I think that's going to work, y'all. Praise the Lord. I told you I was going to church this morning. I made it. I was invited. And my hackers, cyber stalkers, demonic entities, I'm calling them bitches slackers at this point because y'all motherfuckers is slacking. They got my face a little orange. I don't know if you guys noticed from the live stream I did in February. HP, get ready. We've already had this conversation, okay? HP, from that last live stream to this one, yeah, they're fucking up all my resolution and this is that and the other. But anyways, damn. Anyways, yeah, I'll have an orange face. That's not a problem. You heard me, motherfuckers. Let me watch my mouth. But anyway, let me get on into this shit. I want to say happy birthday to my girl B again. Today is officially her day. I've been kicking it off. Happy birthday to you. I love you forever and ever and ever. And I'm never going to stop saying it. And you're never going to stop knowing it. How much I love you. How much you mean to me. How strong you are. How beautiful you are. How much of a blessing that you've been in my life. And I just want to thank God for you because I know you were sent to me. I belong to you. You belong to me. End of story. Happy birthday again, B. Love you. And I won't with you. I'm telling you, I'm not about to drop a tear. I won't with you. We've already done it. I love you, though. God, I love her. I don't know. I can't even explain it. I just fucking love her. Do I need to explain it? No. Happy birthday, B. Yeah, I'm getting sentimental. I can't even say that. Look, I don't know, you guys. I don't know. Yeah, change the hat. Woman of many hats. Speaking of hats, I've been feeling the need after last night. I've been feeling the need to cover my crown chakras. Thank y'all for the cute compliments about the hat. That's real nice. But, you know, it's not that I don't wear them because I don't feel like they make me look a lot of way. But, you know, during this spiritual ascension that I'm still going through, you guys, hats, I'm telling you guys, for those that feel like they are going through a spiritual ascension, cover your crown chakra, okay? I walked into a church today that I was invited, just like I do all the time. By the way, today I'm prophetess Jupiter's Law, okay? Because I got a word for y'all. Woke up with a word. It was burning in my spirit, burning right down to my soul. Okay, but I meet people out all the time, and I met this lady at a department store, and we hugged and we connected. She texted me her blue moon. She texted me last night. I was feeling mighty low. Even though I did the live stream, I was feeling mighty low, you guys. My body, all X, Y, B, and C, and D, and E, and F, and G, and J, and H, and K, Y, L, K, Y, J, L, G, E, L, L, Y, whoever. I ain't got time for that. Get out of my brain. Break it up. Break. For those who had a good Saturday night, break. Break. Earth sign, fire signs, break. Break, 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 break. Break from all that. I don't know what to tell y'all. I don't know. I mean, because I'm not about to start. But I work up. I didn't want to go. She invited me to a church. And the reason why I don't like going to people's churches, I already kind of said this. You know, when I walk in the building, there is a presence. You know, and I get tired of people trying to grease me down, size me up. You know, I can't. I sometimes, and it happened today. The pastor of the church didn't even want to. Let me go ahead and put this out in the atmosphere since I got my crown chakra covered. You know, the pastor of the church, which was a man. A lot of men are intimidated by me, and it's not because, you know, I come across, it's just that they know that power. I can match you in any arena. And if you ain't doing what's truth and right, I don't give a fuck what you preaching and teaching in the pulpit. If it ain't right, it ain't fucking right. And that's why a lot of people don't fuck with the churches. He didn't want to meet me. When I tell y'all he was ducking and dodging me, now this is where he fell to this pastor. Because who knows? He may see it somebody. I don't know. The lady was real nice. I went anyways. Don't think I'll be going back. But let me finish the story before I get into why I'm doing this blabber session. You know, the way I see it, okay? And for those that want to leave all their comments about their religious and the trolls, I don't give a fuck. This is how I believe. This is how I get down. This is what me and my God does. And I told somebody who commented a while back that I should be careful. Let me tell you guys something that I believe true for myself. I'm not going to be no hypocrite. I'm not going to tell you something that I don't think have experienced, or that I have something that I haven't experienced for myself. I really try not to do that because I can't preach or speech or teach on nothing that I don't know. But what I do know, I can only tell you from my version how it played out for me. Some people go through the same things and they end up with different outcomes and shit. It happens all the time, okay? And that's because everybody has their own fate and their prophecy for their life. And there's nothing you can do about that. It's in the plan. Everything works together for your good when you look back over your life. And you can see somebody that was in the same situation. That's why I said all that jealousy, all that competition, all that trying to rain on my parade. My parade, it ain't gonna happen. Because what's for me is for me. And I done told y'all that before. And y'all gotta believe that to be true. So what I've learned to do since I've left my church home in the church world, quote unquote, because I will go visit. As an evangelist, I will go visit. Just like I met this lady and we ain't never seen each other outside the day we met. And we only text me 4 times. I will go and visit. But let me tell you what this pastor did. When I walked in the church, you know, he knew me. I was looking for her. They was trying to get me to be seated with her. That was fine. I'm her guest. I seen the guy on the pulpit. Now, you ain't missing me no motherfucking where. I don't give a fuck what. You just ain't missing me. And because I'm not a member and you've never seen me, you're not fucking missing me, okay? I would get up and I would show y'all, but I'm going to get there. So, after church, you know, most people that bring a guest or visitor, they want them to meet their pastor. He started playing on his instrument. This motherfucker done played the guitar, done played out. He started talking to a guy. He saw us walking up closer. He started talking to another guy. He went to the back of the stage, okay? As I got closer, I'm like, damn. And I told her I don't even want to meet him. You know, really, I don't have to. Because I could see in the spirit that he was like, didn't want to meet me. Now, whatever the reason is, he could have picked up some bad. I don't fucking know. But we got up to him. He started the conversation with somebody else. I'm like, damn. I know he see us sitting there and she looking like, I want you to sit. He got the mic, y'all. Went all the way to the back of the church. And he was like, listen, we getting ready to practice for choir rehearsal. So everybody need to exit. I know you see us standing here. I just sat there. That power. That presence that I have. Men know it. I get more reverence. That's why I say I don't fuck with simple bitches, y'all. Bitches and the bitch shit that the women shit that they try. I get my respect from men. Because when they look at me, they know I am a one man. Okay? And it's not that I need to be bold and I'm a fit. No. I know my place. But I will get with you. And when it comes to the spirit realm, that prophecy, that what I see is what I see. So I'm watching him literally run. He was running, y'all. He was running. He did not want to meet me. He did not want to be introduced. So finally, he got on mic. Y'all need to leave. And he's looking at us like, and I was like, I know you see us standing down here at the end of this altar because she's trying to introduce. I just sat. I held my head down while I walked in preaching, you know. Put my head down. Gave him his respect. You preaching. I ain't here to antagonize you. That's why I don't have a place in the church world now because I'm not supposed to. I'm supposed to be evangelizing and doing what I'm doing, whether it's tarot, YouTube, what the fuck ever. Out in the community, that's how I get out, right? Ain't no 4 corners for me, okay? Because people don't, when people know that you have the power of the Lord in you. I don't give a fuck what this mouth say, cussing, what the fuck ever. Like I said, I don't let people judge my relationship with God. That's between me and God, my mouth, whatever you think. That's what you're thinking about my life. That's what you supersede. That's why I don't let people pray over me no more and all this. I done learned, y'all. I had to learn the hard way, y'all. I had to learn the hard way. And I ain't met a male minister, pastor, preacher yet who don't want to get with me. Either they breaking their neck to get to me and meet me or something ain't right. That means they're afraid, intimidated for no motherfucking reason. At all. Intimidate. That goes to show you where their walk is with God. Because even if he thought there was something about me that he was afraid of or didn't want, that's where the power of his prayer come in. Let me lay hands on this sister. So I'm getting to the point now. Finally, she got over to him and was like, I want you to meet Sister J-Law, you know, and he was like, I gotta go. So now, mind you, everybody else in the church is watching us approach, come, and he running and going to the back and then started a conversation. Somebody stopped, went back, got the mic, told everybody to get the fuck out. Basically, service is over. I ain't got time. In the back of my mind, I'm thinking, don't you know these other parishioners here see you? That's not a good look for you, pastor of the church. Okay? So finally, he comes down. She said, this is J-Law. He holds his hand out. I gave him a firm handshake. He said, nice to meet you, but we got to go. And she was like, I want you guys to pray for her because she's sick. And she said, we got to go. We got an emergency. You can bring her back. I scrolled his hand. I said, the pleasure is all mine, pastor. Pleasure's all mine. Let him know I see you. Okay, it don't even matter. Usually I'll be like, I wonder why he's acting like that. Maybe there's something wrong with me. You know, blase, I didn't even give a fuck. I was just like, let him run. Because whatever that is, let me tell you what it is. A lot of men Men that think that women aren't supposed to be preaching. And I grew up with all that. I understand the concept. Do I now, who I am and who I've become, coming up during the church? See, absolutely not. Especially not in these last days. That's where people fuck up and miss out. And women do too. Women that find leaders been raised in the church that the women ain't supposed to preach and the woman ain't supposed to have this power and woman. Can't nobody tell you but you what God has for you, and don't let nobody do that to you. So everybody be making them comments when you don't see them no more. You can believe what you want to believe, but I don't let nobody tear down this house that I built, because I done been in some dry places with me and the Lord, and it is him that I've heard with my own ear how he speaks about me and what he tells me about me. That's what I go by. All these pastor preachers, like I said, if they ain't trying to sleep with me, and it's a problem. It's either or, and I'm okay with it. So I shook his hand. He telling the lady he got to go. He got an emergency. He got to go. We got to. Now let me tell you where you fucked up, Pastor. It's okay that you was running from this sister right here. Okay. When somebody comes in your house, now I'm about to get religious with you, okay? Because I need to put this back out in the atmosphere, because I don't know what you had, what kind of vibes he had, or whatever that he was bouncing off me. When somebody comes, let me go ahead and get you. Let me get you together, Pastor of the church that I was visiting today. When somebody comes to your house, you know how they get the visitors. They want visitors. They don't know if I got money to give them. I'm not saying all churches. I'm just putting it out there. I'm not saying all churches, want the money. But he don't know what kind of bank account, what kind of affiliations or ties I got. Maybe he just don't want my money. Maybe he ain't interested. Okay, that's cool. That's fine. I understand. But let me tell you where you went wrong, man of God, on that pulpit preaching with your bullshit. I'm just going to call it like I see it, okay? You ain't missed me. I was late. Couldn't find the place. Was thinking the spirit didn't want me to be there. This is your house. This is your flock. When a woman comes in, when a visitor, I don't give a fuck who is. Because you don't know whence I came. And you don't know who I am. Whether you see something, you're supposed to protect your house. You don't know what kind of spirit I brought in. You don't know what kind of spirit I'm going to leave in that bitch. In your house of worship. Therefore, you should be all engaged. You ain't got to be too motherfucking busy. But I'm telling you, I done walked in a church where there was 3,000 fucking people there. The house was packed. I walked all the way up to the front. It was a white church this time. I don't give a fuck what kind of church it is. God is God. Spirit is spirit. Have no fear. Okay? Fear no man but God. That pastor was running, didn't want me. I walked right up to him. I said, hey, I just happened to be here because my daughter I was trying to get her into this private school. So she had to take this special test. So I was bored for 4 hours. I just happened to Google where a church was. It was in the Ritzy, whatever, a school's neighborhood. I walked in and sat right 3 seats in the front. I don't sit in the back of shit. I take care of all my civil rights, all my women rights, all my human rights. I try and be front and center. I don't want to be distracted because, I'm already prophetic. So I be trying to see what I can see, hear what I can hear. You know what I'm saying? I be like that. So he was like, oh, hi. Now, motherfuckers don't know what to think about me. But see, when you ain't rooted in the Lord and what you got, there's nothing that you should be thinking. Now, if it's your house and you don't know me, pastor that was running, hey, intimidation, I don't know what it was. You're supposed to be like, let me see who the fuck she done brought up in here. That's what you should have been doing. Hi, sister, where are you from? What church do you belong to? Do you have a church home? Bitch, do you got some money you might want to leave us? I mean, that's what you're supposed to do. But when you like this, that's because I can see something in you. When you ain't right, and men, pastors, they don't want that. So, all I can say to you, sir, is I'm sorry that you didn't fulfill, from what I'm saying, your godly duties. You ain't supposed to have me walk up in your church like that, and you don't want to say hi, and you don't want to be introduced, and why you don't know who the fuck I am. You don't know why I came. You don't know what the Lord put. Thief in the night. Like I said, if you deny me before many, I will deny you when it's time. He wasn't trying to fuck with me, y'all. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. God is good. I'm trying to tell you, I ain't got time for that phony baloney. That's why I don't get out no more. I will visit church. The lady was nice. I was glad to see her again. She lost her husband. And so, yeah, and he told her, nah, you want her to pray? You going to have to wait on. I got to go. I got an emergency. I said, God damn. What is going on? I didn't even worry about it. See, back in the day, I would have been like, bye, pastor. And the bitches, the old bitches that's been in there, the sugar shark, them bitches passed me 5 motherfucking times. Fine motherfucker. They looking, yeah, bitch, I know you thought you had it and you was doing it big in this service, in this congregation. I'm just a visitor. You can have all this shit. I don't want none of it. Zero zip. I ain't come here for no husband. Speaking of which, that's why I'm here today, y'all. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. That's why I came today. I got up and there was something burning in my spirit about last night about me getting on these men who have wives and have women, and then they out there and they get another woman and they get a side chick and then they get another woman and they got babies and blah, blah, blah. Something was like, you know what? I'm sick of giving all these men all this, because now some people don't know, but I don't believe that. I believe us all have intuition. Some people don't really be knowing what's going on. But I thought it was time for me to talk about the women who engage with these men, meaning the wife, the mistress, the side chick, the other chick, the baby mama, who still, it's one man. And you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 women, 1, 2, however many you got. I was like, you know what? I need to start, something was like, no, I need to talk to these women. We need to face ourselves for those that are involved in doing that, whether you leave or stay. And figure out why it is that we tolerate that or that we're willing to do that. Because I've had women, that other thing about the hand that rocks the cradle thing got to me too, you guys. I was feeling some kind of way about these women. Let me tell you, that stalking thing. When a man is ready to leave a woman for another woman, whether he did it the right way or not, I want to talk about those women who so crazy and obsessed, because that ain't nothing but demons, addictions. You don't let yourself, that they willing to take out the other woman. Let me tell you something. Those are the two things that I wanted to touch on. Somebody said to me one time, would you rather be the wife or would you rather be the mistress? I would rather be neither, because then that means somebody is not fully committed to me, okay? As the wife, yeah, covenant, the Lord is dealing with him. I'm going to go ahead and get a divorce. There's not going to be, I'm going to be your wife and you're going to have a fucking mistress, okay? Once you break that covenant, thou shalt not commit adultery. I have a right to leave or do away with this marriage. It's done, motherfucker. So, but to be honest, I would rather be neither. So I just want to talk to us women. I want us to get ourselves straight, because some women don't mind being it and some women know that they are. And I just want us to get straight. But let me go ahead and clean up before I forget, y'all, because that fire is burning. I can hear the chatter right now. Everybody got some shit to say. Let me just say this too. For those women, okay, where the man is involved with a woman, he got a wife or he got a girlfriend or whoever the fuck she is, and then he ready to leave and move on to the other woman, and he's scared because the other woman fucked the men, because they wouldn't be able to do what they did with us if we didn't allow it. You have to accept your spot and what place you held and what you was doing and what you got from him. That's what we need to do, women. We need to get it together. So I want to talk to the ladies. Okay, so for the crazy lady, the one who playing crazy, who think that if I can't have him, nobody can. That type of woman, when he done moved on, whether he was cheating or not, what the fuck ever you might have knew, and you was just willing to keep getting the money he was giving you or whatever. Let me tell you something. I want to tell them bitches something. For the women who could possibly be attacked by the other woman saying, well, you know, you're not going to have him if I can't have him. Let me say this. Let me say this. Let me say this, y'all, because I'm revved up. I hear all the energies coming at me from everybody who got something to say. If you want to know how crazy this bitch is, like I said, if your man stayed with her, maybe there was something, or the man you was with, if he stayed with a woman like this and out of fear he didn't want her because he thinks she's too obsessed and crazy, then that means maybe he's the type of man that likes somebody to be beholden to him. Maybe he's the type of man that like those obsessive, addictive relationships. Because my twin flame, I told y'all, my twin flame was an addict. I'm telling y'all, you can tell a lot about a man by when he comes to you. You can tell a lot about who he's dealing with. If he has low self-esteem, if he's insecure, if he needs to feel powerful, if he's only dealing with women that are not strong, who have morals and values. And I'm not saying that these other women that don't, but when he can't fuck with you because he used to dealing with the person that's like, oh my God, that tells you a lot about with him. Or if he's broken and you've made him feel real good, and you're like, but you're beautiful to me, and you've given him this, and that means he's been with somebody that's been putting him down, talking bad about him. You can tell when a man come to you what he's been dealing with, okay? And I want you women to know, again, once again, you are all right when he comes to you and when he leaves you. And if you were broken, you'll be able to tell what he's giving you, what he's doing to sustain you, how he's making you feel better. But I've been having a lot of men working out their issues on me, you know, as I went through my twin flame process and I broke broke away from that addiction. And let me tell you about that. Even though I'm not a drug addict and I have obsessive addictive behaviors too, and I can fall down in my lows or whatever. Let me tell you something that used to happen to me. After I would deal with my ex, especially because he was on uppers and meth and doing shit like that, there would be days when we were just hanging out. No sexual, no. And when I got through, I looked tired, like I had been out using for 3 days, because I'm dealing with an addict. So in order to keep up with that addict behavior, I'm acting like an addict. Okay, that's what I'm saying. These men, when they come to you, that is information for you. If they got low self-esteem, or if they on power trips and control, that means that they got somebody that they're dominated. That person's being willing to dominate. That other woman's willing to put up with his shit and be controlled to get what she giving. It's a manipulating, obsessive compulsive. Because when you be like, that shit don't work for me, or that shit ain't cute, or you always wanting to appeal to my emotions, then that man has to leave you, because maybe that's the only way he feel powerful with a bitch that's, you know, whining and, you know. But when you got your shit together and you abundant and you got some God in your life, or whatever you feel that, you're just like, nope. You might dibble and dabble to satisfy your little obsessive addictions. But after a while, you can be like, yeah, like I said, a strong woman needs a strong man, okay? A weak man can't have a strong woman, because she needs him to level her out when she falls weak. I do believe feminine. Okay, let me move on. Because I hear this woman, these stalking women, I hear y'all bitches. So I'm going to talk to the wife, the mistress, whatever, the side chick, whatever. Them women that want you to think that they bad motherfucking ass, and you ain't going to have them, and the man done said, I want to be with her, and he's scared to leave her because he think this other one going to clown and be stalking him. What I tell y'all about find out what your enemy fears the most. And that. So that bitch that's doing, what's that damn movie? What's that old movie when the bitch was boiling the rabbit in the pot? See if that bitch willing to take a bullet for that motherfucker. Some women are. You know, if she like, I'm going to do that, bet. Get your motherfucking gat, lock and load, bow, bow, bow. I'm just saying, because some women is willing to do that. They willing to fight, run motherfuckers up. If she acting like that with you, like because he want to be with you or whatever, you the wife and he want to say whatever to say, find out how crazy she is about him and meet her at her crazy. Because I'm going to tell you something. A mature, strong woman, she's going to sit down and have that talk with you. When she see you, she going to be able to look at you and tell you ain't that motherfucker one. Motherfuckers like to play like they crazy, but you can tell when a motherfucker is crazy or not. Find out how crazy that bitch is behind him. If she coming by your house, bow, 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 or she you better get your motherfucking Smith & Wesson ready. Bow, 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 bow. See if she willing to take a bullet for that motherfucker. That might be her breaking point. If she coming over your house, picking up your children. What is that movie when back in the day, y'all know what I'm talking about, when the lady was boiling the pot? She was doing all that shit. Oh, fuck, I forgot the name of that movie. Y'all, I don't know why I'm thinking Silence of the Lamb. But, bitches with spells, curses, and potions and lotions. See, that's what I'm saying. All these bitches that don't want to let go of this dude, and you mad at the other woman because he with her now. And so now you playing all these games and threatening her and stalking her. Maybe that bitch don't like jail. Slap that motherfucking restraining on her motherfucking ass. If you know that your man and you is like this now, and he telling you everything, because he might not be telling you everything. He could be going back and creeping, sleeping, which could be making her crazy. But if you feel like, even if he ain't, and she's still after you, because some women get mad at the other woman. I'm like, for what? It's him that you got the relationship with. It's him that's breaking the vows or breaking the covenant or breaking the... What the fuck you mad at her for? But just for them bitches that's doing that stalking to the other girl. For the other woman that feels like she needs to defend herself. What you gonna need to do, if she going to the school, picking your kids up like that damn movie with Michael, y'all know who I'm talking about, and the other girl, go to the school and be Auntie Susie and pick her motherfucking kids up. Don't let nobody run over you is the point I'm trying to make. I don't give a fuck what y'all... If y'all fighting and y'all fighting it out because she means she gonna make y'all lives go to the school and pick her kids up. Take them bitches to McDonald's. Give them Happy Meals. Do what you need to do. And then see. Now, sometimes we're dealing with psychotic women. Like hand to rocks crazy. You might have to kill a bit. It happens. But I'm telling you, you will find out if she's willing to do jail time. Find out if she's willing to like get her ass whooped. If she want to play them games, slicing your tires, go over to her house. Bitch, you gonna be Fred, you gonna be Wilma Flintstone up in this motherfucker. I'm gonna see how you gonna get going today. That's all I'm saying. I believe fighting fire with fire. Because some bitches, they'll make that man think, oh, if you with her, try me, bitch. Try me. Try me. I'm just letting you know. Because I know already that I've been caught up with some men that I was the wifey. And they was trying to tell that other scallywag that they already know that they've been dealing with from their past 15, 25, 35 years. She the one. And when bitches know that he been with you 25 years and he don't want to marry you, and then he beat you, and he like slapping the ring on it, them bitches like, what? Well, because you allowed him to do that to you. You allowed yourself to be that person for so long, and they don't understand it because it's happened to me all the time. All the time. When I say every man I've been with want to marry me, I'm marriage material. I'm that wife, and they know that, and they can see that. So then when the other woman's like I said, let me give props to the women that are mature. When they see you, another woman, when she see you and she see your character, I'm not just talking about the way you dress, the way you look with it, but when she see you, I mean really see you, that bitch gonna know that you're not the one. She's gonna know to back down and back off. And that's exactly what she should do. Now, the women that are mature, they're not going to even go through all that. They're going to sit down and they're going to talk and say, listen, you know, we got kids together. It's going to be an easy, smooth transaction. But them silly bitches that want you to think that they crazy about him, show her how crazy you are about yourself and the life you've lived before he brought his craziness and their craziness to your life. Stand your motherfucking ground with these stalking and these other ones. I don't give a fuck if you're like, but I'm not like that. You better get like that. Because I'm telling you, that's when you see, when you press people, that's when you see what they made of. Like, oh, you want to be the only one running around here? Some people don't care. They'll go to jail behind a dude. I'm not saying it's not. But stand your fucking ground. Protect yourself. Protect your family by any means necessary. And if you find out that he's still going behind your back and making this bitch crazy, you know what you need to do with him? You know what I'm saying? He's a live motherfucking ability. But I'm just saying, for those that like to play like that, they're like, oh my God, I can't do nothing. I can't get away from. Some people know who to try. And some people know who not to try. And I'm telling you, another woman can size another woman up real good. And I ain't never had a problem. When I tell you, never scratch me. Thank you for that favor. Because I don't give it in the credit to know. I know I done been with some people that was out of pocket, and the people that they was dealing with was out of pocket. Thank you for that favor and protection. I done met with some roughnecks who had some real street scally. That's not me. That is not me. Okay? Never will be. Never, ever. Ever. Okay? So when she see you, and I done locked eyes with some of the ones that was like, you know, was and wasn't, and they didn't get the fucking hint. Bitch, I wish you would. I double, dog, triple dare you. If you want to sit down and you want to have a conversation, woman to woman, about why this thing is over, your time is up, whatever the fuck it is, he done told you, whatever, we can do that. All that other madness that you think you gonna... I ain't never had a woman fucking calling me, telling me what the fuck she gonna do to me because I'm with her man, or her man... Never, ever. Okay? Because I'm gonna meet you right where you're at. And I'm gonna let you know, as for me and my house, we're gonna serve the Lord. And if that means that I have to fight fire with fire, I fear no man but God. We gonna get it on, bitch. You're not going to try me. You can act like you crazy with him to keep him caught up because his sick ass needs that to feel like a man. And for some of these men that need 2, 3, and 4 women, what are you without those 2, 3, 4 women? What kind of man are you? Are you whole, or do you need that for your self-esteem and your ego? Maybe if them women step back, ladies, if we step back, don't sleep with him, don't hang out with him, don't do it. Who is he? Is he afraid of being lonely, or is he just a lonely motherfucker? And so since I can say to you guys, I have stepped back sometimes from late and just been by myself, then fasted, prayed, celibacy, all that. When I tell you, like I told you, these men do this shit because we stay in it. Now, these women, the part you play, What are you getting out of it? Being accountable for yourself. I don't care if you're the side chick or the wife. Why you stay, why you put up with the man that is not committed to you, okay, the way you're committed to him. I've had women be very mad when I've counseled, when I've talked to women, and they'll be like, I just want this bitch to leave him alone. I don't like her. I want her to, she's using the kids, and she, and I'll be like, do you hear yourself? You're actually blaming the other woman for running her game on this man to get what she needs to get out of him. But it's not her problem. It's his problem. Okay? That's why I said I would rather be neither the wife that's being, cheated on, or the side chick, or I would rather be neither, because then that means I'm giving you my all and you're not committing and giving me your all. And so all I can tell you women is what we have to do is we have to look at the parts of ourselves that are broken, things that need to be healed. It's a lot of twin flames, and that's why I'm talking about this in this manner, because those situations are heavily spiritual. And sometimes it's not just a clean break, ladies. But don't be dogging the other lady. Scorpio women do that a lot. They are willing to... Let me stop. But I know quite a few that they don't even have a problem being the other woman. They will wait, and they'll wait. And you could do that if you want to be that person. But listen, ladies. Proverbs. Listen, ladies. If you know that there's another woman involved with the person that you're with, okay, it is not up to her to be faithful to you by what she's getting. It's up to you to say, I don't want to deal with this unfaithfulness from this man. It's not up to her to leave your man alone. Stop using the kids. It's up for your man to decide, you know what? I need to handle this in a mature way. If I had an immature, silly ass, obsessive, compulsive, addictive, neurotic, emotional woman who was dependent on me, that means that man picked that woman for a reason. He wants her to be subservient and submissive. And let me tell you something else. When a man meets a woman that he knows that he's met his match, you both have a desire to please each other. So there is no reason. If you're not that type of woman, a man should want you free. But women, stop being mad at each other. Well, what does she do that I don't do? And step out of the situation, okay? Because you've made it up in your mind that you're not that type of woman. So when he meets someone that's the total opposite of what he's dealing with, you got to look at that and say, in the long run, is this going to work? Because I'm never going to be a dependent woman. I'm never going to be a woman that allows a man to control me because he's paying all the bills. Because we decided to have a traditional relationship where I'm a stay-at-home mother or stay-at-home wife. He's never going to demean me, humiliate me, disgrace me by thinking because I gave up the sex or not giving up the sex to him, that he gets to go out. Let me tell you about that sex. For women that's always like, oh, the sex is good and I know she ain't giving it to him. Don't fool yourself. Do not fool yourself. Do not believe that what's between your legs is keeping him, okay? Because it's something else that other woman's doing. She could fucking blow on his ear that blows his motherfucking mind. That could be a sensation he's never had. Don't use sex. Do not use sex to keep him. Do not. Now, if y'all just got a sexual relationship and that's just all it is, then know that you're just going to be the bitch that he run to get his rocks off. And then he going to go back home to the woman, whatever she's doing in that home. Whatever she's doing, he's not able to get sex. If she's staying there too, just for the money, or you're the one that's just collecting the money and you want the comforts, well, know that you're a sellout. Okay? Know that you've sold and compromised and sacrificed yourself. I don't give a fuck about the kids. I don't give a fuck about shit. I'm talking about us, looking at us and saying, why am I willing to tolerate a motherfucker? Why am I willing to tolerate? Why am I willing to compromise? Why am I willing to be the other person? Don't think that because the sex is better. No. Because you can find some extraordinary penis somewhere else. And he could just run into one of them gutter buckets, booty shaking. It's the respect level that you have for yourself and what you're giving and why you're giving it. If you love somebody, and you're loving them genuinely without motives, hidden agendas, manipulations, meaning you're not using your body to say, you know, they speak about that in the Bible. Wives are supposed to be submissive to their husbands. Husbands are supposed to submit unto your wives, okay? It's a mutual thing. You guys will know when you meet your match, because it's not going to be something where someone's going to hold it over your head. Oh, since you didn't cook tonight, since you don't buy me that diamond, like that woman who wants the big rock, but her husband ain't shit. He's sleeping with everybody. He gonna give you the big rock, but he's sitting around not even acting like he's ready to be a husband. Acting like the same man. Go ahead and give it a rock, because see, that was more important for you to put it in front of people. Oh, look what he bought me. Look, I got some diamonds that was cut in the country I ain't even motherfucking heard of. I want that shit. If you out there running around with no dignity, no morals, no self-respect for you, no fucking covenant, you can have all that shit. But if you want to be that woman to be like, oh, my diamond was bigger than hers. Your diamond was bigger than hers. And so is her love making. I almost said something else. Watch my mouth. I'm just trying to tell you guys got to realize what you're doing, ladies. You got to realize what you're doing with these men. You're giving them the opportunity to do that. And when you cut them off, it can't be no manipulation like, oh, I'm cutting you off because the sex is supposed to be good. Baby, if you give it to me, I give it to you. I know what you want. It's supposed to be a mutual thing. It's not you not cutting off sex. You withholding because you go ahead and withhold. And if it's the money, well, take your half, because your blessings might get cut off. You may dog somebody out, ladies. You stand for the money. Well, I have a right to be in this house. Stay in the house. If the house makes you happy, if all you wanted was a house and you don't care if your man come in and out, stay in that house. You know, sit on the couch, do what you need to do, but understand that that is what you chose, okay? Because if these men didn't have all these different women, whether they're being lied to or not, if you stepped back and he had nobody, not the wife, not the mistress, not the girlfriend across the street, not the girl that he worked with, the fuck, like I said, that's giving you information about him. But you, yourself, lady, woman, whatever part you're playing, like I said, you've given it lovingly, no conditions, no preconceived notions, blase oui. That man has to be in a place of maturity to accept it knowingly. Because love is not about competition. It's not about withholding. Love is about giving. Now, if somebody loves you, they're going to respect your boundaries. If you say, you know, that don't make me feel good. If your man's trying to control you or possess you, you can say, you know what? When you do that to me, when you tell me I'm not going to pay the rent this month or not have the lights on because I didn't have sex with you because that's somebody, because I didn't open up the session too quick, y'all, because I can't even concentrate. So many people telling me so many things. I hear it, y'all. I hear it. I'm just saying, I want you guys, because this didn't go the way I wanted to go. This didn't. It didn't. But I'm telling you guys, some men like the idea of knowing, oh, I got to run over here to this baby mama. I'm the man here. You know, I got to buy diapers and then I'm going to screw her. Then I'm going to go back over my wife's house and eat a good meal. You know, I'm a man. And you spreading yourself thin around. Some men get off on that. Some men get off on having different households and like they need to feel needed. All right? Step out. Step back. Be one less woman on his roster. And if everybody else fell back, then you're going to see what type of man. What type of man do you... Like I said, ladies, you got to be complete and whole. Because I was complete and whole. Most of the time when I left my relationships and the ones, my engagements, I dealt with myself. I didn't have men get baptized. They go to the Lord with me. Don't go to the Lord with me, because I'm going to know if you're doing that for you to be a better man or you're doing it just because of me. When I tell y'all I done had some men try and fool me, done got baptized in Jesus' name, done took the dip. People do it all the time. People, like I said, I'm not pressed. I'm not fucking pressed, because I know without you, I'm still a virtuous woman. Let me tell y'all, when I got to the church today, I was looking for the friends. Speaking of moving the fuck on, when I got to the church today, I ain't never been in too many churches where there's more men than women. Usually it's more women than men. Okay, when I got to the church today, my friend was looking for me. I couldn't find the church. I was lost. Do you know that when I got there, them motherfuckers had headsets walking through security? Here she comes. Yep, see her. Got her in check. I had to close. If I could have closed about 8 men's mouth before I walked up. Close your mouth. We're at church. Don't I got me. I don't have to prove to you. Bitch, what's my fate? I don't have to prove to you. Wife, what's my fate? You already know. Okay? They was like, check, here she come. I said, goddamn. I felt like Michelle motherfucking Obama or something. I was like, well, what the fuck is going on? They was like, yeah, we see her. We're looking for sister. Yeah, let her know that her get. I was like, whoa. Okay. Kind of scared me a little bit. Yeah, we see her. We got the visuals on her. Yep, secure. Yeah, she's coming. The lady with the black. I see it. Are you here to see sister? Why, yes, I am. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate it. I hold my virtue. Okay. I'm telling y'all, if I could have closed, I ain't never seen so many men in the church. And they all was like, and the ones that was with their wives was like, you bet not. Okay, don't disrespect that woman over there. Like I said, when it's time to move on, ladies, know that whatever you had before he came along, you got it. Okay, and if he had about 5 husbands today, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Just like motherfucking that. They ain't got to know shit else, but they knew. That wasn't no stare like, who's that girl? That was like, God damn. G-O-D. Okay? I carry that within me. I had it before me. I'll have it when you leave me. Okay? And if you can't nurture that and we can't grow together, and when you slacking, like I said, I'm a strong woman. I don't need no weak man. I'm not so strong where I'm like, oh my God, I don't want anybody. No, I'm not. I'm not one of those. I am not one of those kind. Okay? I know my worth, women, and I've had so many conversations with other women when they know that they the other one or whatever, and they're just so upset, and I'm like, I know it hurts. I know it hurts. Trust me, I know. I've been there. I've been hurt. I've been hurt when someone that I was with, you know, couldn't let go of their past to grow with me. But now when I look back, like I said, my twin flame, I can't mess around with no motherfucking drug addict. I'm not about to get strung out on drugs. That wasn't in my plan for me. And let me tell you this. Don't think that I didn't think. Because I was sick when my ex came back from 30-something years. I was sick in my body, vulnerable, all kinds of shit. Don't think that I didn't think for a minute that, you know what, since I was feeling my low, he might would have. My best friend said, girl. She said, you going to miss your weaves, your purses, your bags, your dresses and books. Yeah, you go out there, you might get turned out because a man will turn you out. You know how men turn women out on drugs? Women turn men out too. You know, some of you men meet some whorish ass street women, whatever. But if it's not in you, ladies, if it's not in you from this right here, what you was given, if it's not in you, you're never going to be that woman. So when that man rejects you, it's because he already knows the power within, what you possess, okay? And a lot of men are controlling. That means that there's something in them. There's an insecurity that they don't. I'm just going to say it. I know I be too much woman for some men. And I'm okay with you stepping back knowing that I'm too much woman for you. But I need you to be just that much more of a man for me, okay? Because I'm going to stay in my place. Like I said, it is a natural thing when you're dealing with twin flames and twin souls. You guys want to please each other. It's a natural, easy process. When you start getting that static, when you start feeling that static from somebody, you already know what that's about. That means somebody haven't dealt with their issues, their childhood demons. We all have them. But it should be a mutual of coming together, okay? Where it just is. Like I said, the ex that told me, maybe I'm addicted to love. I am a lover. I was brought here to love. There is no addiction to love. I've loved everybody that's come into my path, including you. That's who I am. That's what I'm about. If you came here to be a manipulator and a controller, that's what the fuck you are. If somebody scares you because you feel like when you got with them and you don't sense that you, because you can only do with somebody what they allow. Like I said, like attracts like. Like attracts like. Ladies, don't be mad at the other girl because I'm getting back on these men. These men that are able to have all these women to do all this stuff and be one less. And don't worry about him. You ain't got to pray. I done been in church, women praying for their husband. You praying for your husband who been gone 4 years? Really? The church. Do you know what you done missed out in them 4 years? Including just healing. Maybe 1 or 2 of them you needed to heal. But do you know what you done missed out staying faithful to a man who done started a whole... Jesus, we living in our last days, ladies. We're living in our last days, okay? We're living in our last days. People, when you come up against somebody, when you come up against another woman, if you the wife, if you, like I said, I don't want to be neither. I don't want you shorting me, especially when I ain't gonna short you. I don't want you shorting me shit. Your time, I won't be neglected. I won't be denied. No, not this queen right here. Never, ever. I won't be neglected, okay? I'm not going to have you giving me half or giving me what you think you want. When we come together, we giving it each other our all. 100%, okay? It is possible to have that kind of love and connection, especially when the Lord, like I was saying in them cards, especially when the Lord has spoken to you, okay, and it's been ordained. And you guys, I had a phone call interrupt me, but you know what? I probably need to get moving. That probably was a sign. So let me just tell y'all, you know, like I said, you don't have to do shit to prove your self-worth. You're not going to be better than the next woman. He got all y'all women need to understand why you're willing to deal with a man who, whatever he's giving you. Some women don't know, some women do know. I believe we all fucking know. I've been dating people and, you know, I know that I'm some, you know, but I don't worry about all that shit. I worry about what I'm willing to give, what I'm willing to do. And like I said, when that man comes to you, how he comes to you, whatever he just got out of, think about this, ladies. If you take somebody into your life that you're willing to marry and stay, and everybody marriage and covenant gonna mean something different for them. Because people be in the church and I just like, you got me fucked up. I'm not about to have no husband like that. We're gonna get a divorce. I'm free to divorce you if you commit adultery. And then somebody cannot commit adultery and treat you like shit the whole fucking time they're married to you. So you have to decide if you want to deal with that. Does the Lord say that? Hell motherfucking no. The Lord ain't told you to treat your wife like that, and ain't told you to treat your husband like, he might be like, well, I never cheated on you. That's gonna be his excuse for doing everything else up under the sun, locking you in the closet, feeding you spaghetti through the fucking keyhole, you anorexic. Really, just because you didn't. I'm not about to take that torture and abuse. The Lord didn't say do that. Okay. Now let me tell you something. No situation is going to go smooth. But you cannot be in a relationship with one person when you got 3, 4, 5 other people. You're not in a relationship with one person. You're dealing with everybody, okay? And if you didn't sign up for that shit, all you can do is remove yourself from the situation, because a lot of men who are doing that, they've gotten some kind of ego about. Now let me tell y'all something. There was a time when I was dating 4 different guys, and they were all affluent. They were all nice. Each one of them had a fucking ball. Would meet one for fucking brunch, meet the next one for dinner, go back and go out to the soiree with the. Had a ball. They all knew it. I could do that. I was the lady of the year, the hour, whatever you want to fucking call it. The one that I was sleeping with, great, but was he better than the one that I thought was marriage material? No, he was not. No, he was. So I'm just saying, the men that's picking all these different women, they just want to have them, let them do that. But if you don't want that, step away from the person who needs 12 women. You can't be mad at them other women and what they doing and how many babies they got. Bitch, if you don't want to be caught up, and don't think you winning. Don't think you winning. Don't think you better than her. My baby look better. I done heard all kinds of stories, okay? I'm going to have one so I can say, that's not going to keep him. Have that motherfucking baby. You might meet you another motherfucking husband who's about his shit, okay? Who has matured to know that all he needs is one woman. You can have many women, but you get one queen. You can have many women, but you get one wife. Okay, and if your wife ain't no more doing what you need her to do, well, what? You got to divorce her. You got to move on. I think people need to really be happy, but because there's so many twin souls and twin flames and all these people meeting with these heavy spiritual things that I saw in them goddamn cards, I'm going to tell y'all, if he comes to you and you felt like you won because you done gave him the ultimatum, you ain't secure with what you gave him. You gave him the ultimatum, and you might have to do that if you know that you no longer want to partake, and you done come to the edge. You done gave him everything you're supposed to give him: love, compassion, tolerance, spiritual guidance. You know, and you know y'all supposed to do y'all motherfucking thing. Step away. Now, if he makes the choice and he decide, but he was still dipping and dapping, one foot in, one foot out. When he comes to you, you don't want that motherfucker sitting up and thinking about her. I done seen it happen. know that if you got somebody while they, you know, still was dipping and dabbing with you, now they're healing while they're with you. They're healing from that other relationship. So you're like the rebound chick. Well, is he going to rebound back and go back? Is he going to rebound and go off and just, you know, say thank you for your services? They're no longer needed. I don't know. You have to make that choice. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be willing, some of you guys can be there for somebody for a certain period of time, and then it's time for you to move on. And then it's time for you to move on. Your mission is complete, okay? But you have to decide that for yourself. Do you want him laying up around you because you pushed him to make a choice and he hadn't spiritually wasn't ready to move on, or hadn't really put closure on it? Thinking about the next bitch? Y'all making love or whatever, and you touching him, he like this. He looking all out, looking out on the morning rain. You like, hello, McFly. If you choose to be that buffer for him, you know, just know that you are. That's all I'm saying. Just know that you are the buffer. Know that you are the buffer, and then when he gets healed or whatever, because I've been there. When people jump from one relationship to the next, and they say it's the best way to get over somebody is get up under somebody else. Sometimes it works, sometimes it's needed. But now if you're dealing with somebody that's your twin flame, your twin soul, that you know it's a bigger meaning, don't keep subscribing to whole life, low life with that motherfucker when you know you wife. Don't keep adhering to that bullshit that makes you feel like, you know, yeah, no, baby. Listen, you're dealing with the big leagues, okay? We done all the tooting and booting, screwing. Every time you come to me, you're gonna keep getting the wife lesson, okay? Not the life lesson of just, oh, I can keep doing this. Stay where the fuck you at and keep learning that lesson until you can't learn it no motherfucking more, because I'm gonna always be the wife. I'm gonna always be God-fearing. I'm going to always have a desire to do what the Lord has told me to do in regards to the man, how he told me to do it. Now, all the motherfucking comments about what you think, I really don't give a fuck. I'm telling you, I don't let nobody come in between what me and the Lord said for me. And when the Lord speaks to me, sometimes the devil will come in and the enemy will try to trick you. But I know when the Lord speaks to me, because he always says some shit to me that I don't want to motherfucking hear, that I don't want to motherfucking do. That's how I know when the Lord speaks to me, because he be chastising the fuck out of me. Like, you know what, J-Law, I know you said what you said, and I know you had a plan how you thought. Bitch, you gonna listen to me today. And I be like, damn. Something about the name Jesus. It is the... I have to just break all the way down like, yes, my Lord. Yes. I heard you. Damn. You mean I can't keep creeping it? No, you cannot. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. And I'm telling you, God works in mysterious ways. He may whisper something to you, tell you something, but you're going to know. You're going to know, because it's going to work out for your highest good. So you ain't got to compete. You ain't got to throw it on him. You ain't got to cook it for him. You ain't got to do shit. God going to make you everything that you're supposed to be, that virtuous woman, for that one man that he got for you. You ain't going to have to do shit. And if that motherfucker ain't ready, if he ain't leave his ass right where the fuck he at. Do not sacrifice. Do not compromise. You're not doing it to teach him a lesson, because the Lord is going to deal with him. Okay? The Lord will deal with him and let him know what the fuck he's for. And the men who like to abuse, that's why I don't fuck around. I'm glad I ain't got no husband, really, to be honest. I mean, if it happened, it happened. But, you know, the men that like to abuse and control, and that means they're not digging deep with themselves. It is a special thing when you can just open up to somebody that you know got your back. No matter what you tell them, they're not going to abuse that. They're your best friend. They're your spiritual soulmate. They're your helpmate. When you know somebody got your motherfucking back like that, that's when you know the Lord is involved. That's when you know the love is really fucking there, because it's going to be an open thing. Nobody that loves you is going to want you to humiliate yourself, to take bits and pieces of them. A motherfucker that do that ain't used to shit. You know how people say you ain't used to shit? Like when you go to JCPenney's and then somebody take you to Macy's and you be like, you ain't used to shit. Yeah, a motherfucker that ain't used to shit will keep trying to run that same game on you. I'll buy her the ring. That makes a bitch happy because she's flashy. I won't withhold what the sentiments of the ring mean. I'll just buy it for her because you presented yourself as a bitch who just want a ring to show. That ring is making you feel like shit on a motherfucking stick on a daily basis, but you the bitch that like the bling, so he gave you the bling. So then he come up against a woman who like, yeah, I want the bling. I want your spirituality to be in line with me, in accordance to what God and what you got to have something. Come on with your motherfucking, come on. I want the car. I want the house. I want my freedom. I want you to love me. I want you to take care of me. I want you to be, you know, beholden to me. I'll be beholden to you. We're submitting to each other. Ain't no motherfucking games. Wah, 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 wah. That motherfucker gonna be like, nah, let me get that bling and give it to the next bitch, because this bitch comes with all her bling, abundant, all motherfucking ready, okay? That's how you know, because he gonna want to do the same thing with you that's been working with other people, okay? He gonna keep doing that shit, and when you just be like, yeah, that's real cute. But I don't do those things no more. I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. Then you got to let him go on ahead and play with the toys at Toys R Us. He's not used to that. Now, his spirit will tell him if he's ready, you know, the Lord. And if he's not, there's no love lost, okay? Like I said, I had, out of the 12 men mouths that I could have, I had me 5 good husbands up in the church today. If that's what I was going to church for, okay? Wasn't even a thought. Wasn't even thought. I had 5 of them. 5. Move on, you guys. Don't be arguing with the next woman. Next woman, sit your ass down somewhere. Like I said, push that bitch to the limit. Get her feelings. See what she working with. If she just want to keep quiet, you know, because that's a transfer of spirit. You keeping a secret for somebody, you becoming a part of his secret, because he got this bullshit that he feeding you. You done bought into it for some reason. You got to figure out why you allowed yourself to be who you was. You know, you got to allow yourself to be who you were, and this is that and the other, and blase we, and you know, and then when that shit don't work no more, are you going in? Go. So all I got to say is, you know, yeah, let him keep running that shit on bitches that want to do it. It's a million of them out there. But if you ain't that one, don't feel bad. Hold your head high and wait on your motherfucking king. Okay? Wait on him. Because when he comes for you, like I said, it's a test. It could be a test. The Lord could be testing you, testing him to see what the fuck is going to happen, what you going to be willing to sacrifice. I just told somebody that you got to be willing to give up something. You got to be, I done gave up a lot, y'all. I ain't just talking, just I done gave up a lot to get the lessons that I need. My twin flame, woo, thank you, Lord, for that lesson right there, baby. Okay? Thank you. Because you know what? I asked for somebody. The Lord sent them to me. He might not be that one. The Lord is probably like, well, I gave you a smidget, but you walked in the church today and you had 5 to pick from. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, when people be like, please keep your ass in check. Don't be mad at that other woman. And women, you know, like I said, you'll find out what kind of man you got when he ain't got all them people to be going back and forth to, and to and fro, and to and fro. Because he obviously don't know what he wants. That means he's confused. That means he's trying to get a little bit of it, like he got you on motherfucking layaway. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'll put her on layaway. I'll go down aisle 9. I'll go down aisle 2. I'll shop. I'll go home. I'll pay on it. Don't let them put you on the layaway plan. Pay on it. Well, you know, I didn't like aisle 9 or aisle 2, so I'm going to go back to this other store. I'm going to go to another store. I'm going to do a little shopping there. And you just sitting on motherfucking layaway waiting for somebody to come pay you off, purchase you. You got to be fucking kidding me. When you know your motherfucking worth, even when you don't know your motherfucking worth, be the layaway chick too many motherfucking times. You'll learn. You'll fucking learn. And if that's all you want to be, then shut the fuck up and deal with being the layaway chick, and don't tell him to leave his motherfucking wife. Just go ahead and be the layaway chick, because that's what the fuck you want to be. You know what I'm saying? And fuck him. He ain't the problem. You're the problem. You're the problem. If you want more, you told him he ain't ready, whatever. You ain't got to tempt him. You ain't got to tantalize him. You ain't got to do none of that shit. None, zip, zilch, nada. Nada, 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 nada. Okay? All right? It's going to line up for you. And trust me, if it's meant to be in the spiritual realm, if it's meant to be, the Lord is going to show it to you. He will reveal it to you. And He will tell you what to do. Wait for it, and move on. I'm trying to told you, somebody else will be willing to have you. Just like He got all these. Did y'all hear me? Did y'all hear me? How many? How many? I ain't never seen that many men in the church. They was like, God, damn. I was just like, praise the Lord. How y'all doing, brothers? I kept my head down, just walked politely to my seat. Hi. The verdict's in.